Hello everybody, I'm Jackie K. Cooper, and my entertainment rundown for today is a review of the film The Owners. Now, you may not have heard much about this movie, but it had an impact on me. It was something that, I got a link to that they sent me and said, hey, this movie's coming out. It stars Maisie Williams. She was in Game of Thrones, so that's the big draw that she's in this movie. It also stars Sylvester McCoy. He's an older actor. He plays a doctor in the film, and then his wife in the film is played by Rita Tushingham. And Rita Tushingham was a star back in the 60s. This is when the British invasion, music-wise, came across, and also British-made movies. And it was, it became a thing that Britain had its own cast, of actors who also made American movies, but they were recognized for their films that they made in Britain, in England. And Rita Tushingham made a movie called A Taste of Honey. That was her big movie, that song, A Taste of Honey. If you've ever heard it, it's a good song. But it became popular, the movie became popular, and she became well known, and she made several movies, and then just kind of faded out of sight. So that when I saw in this movie that Rita Tushingham, and I can remember the 60s, that makes me old, but I can remember that wave of British film and her career, in movies at that time, it really, amazed me. And seeing her on screen, she's, in her 70s now, and she plays the role of the wife of the doctor. And the plot of the film is that there's a group of three guys who have decided that this doctor and his wife, who live out in the country, they have a huge house, that somebody's told them that they have a safe there that is full of money, and they decide that when the couple is, vacates the house, goes off for dinner or out for an evening, they're going to go in and rob the place. And that's Maisie Williams is the girlfriend of one of the guys who's going to do the robbery, and she somehow gets involved. And then, of course, nothing runs the way that it should, and the owners, which is the title of the movie, come back home. And then what happens? They're there to rob the safe. The owners are there. They need the combination of the safe to, get into it. What effort will they put into extracting the combination from the elderly couple? So that's what it's all about. And again, it held my interest because I didn't know what was going to happen next. It takes twists and turns, and that is fascinating to me. It's not rated, but it would probably get an R rating for violence and profanity. There is a lot of violence in the film, but the acting performances are really good. The script is really good. It's based on a novel, a French novel, I think, but I'd never heard of it, never read it, but the script really panned out. And again, seeing Rita Tushingham still acting, still having the presence in cinema was a real treat for me. So I scored it 6 out of 10. I think it's above average, and I really, had a good time with it. It's not great, but the acting's good, the story is clever, so that was enough to get it above average with the 6 from me. Reach down there, hit that subscriber button. We want you to hear all about movies like this. We may be the only place that you're hearing about these movies, but we're trying to give you a blend of all the movies that are available for you to see. So for today, this has been Jackie K. Cooper's Entertainment Rundown with a review of the film, The Owners.